friends. We're going to get the show started here in just about a minute, so a few things. First of all, phones on silent, typical theater etiquette. A few warnings, this play does feature some depictions of self-harm and an awful lot of blasphemy. That was just about 3 quick warnings. Thank you. Enjoy the show.
Marching now in the fields of Thrasyme, where Mars to meet the Carthaginians, nor sporting in the diligence of love in courts of kings where state is overturned. Intends our muse to bond heavenly verse. Only this, gentlemen, we must perform the form of Faustus' fortunes, good or bad. To patent judgment, we appeal our flawed and speak of Faustus in his infancy. Now he is born to parents of base stock in a town called Rose, in Germany. Of riper years to Württemberg he went, whereas his kinsmen chiefly brought him up. So soon he profits in divinity, the fruitful plot of scholars embraced, that soon he used grace with doctor's name, excelling all those whose sweet delight disputes in heavenly matters of theology. Till swoln with cunning, with self-conceit, his waxen wings did mount above his reach, and melting, heaven's conspires overthrow. We're falling to devilish exercise. In learning's golden gifts, he suffices upon cursed necromancy. Nothing is as sweet as his magic is to him, not even his chiefest bliss. And this the man that in his study stays.
Settle thy studies, Faustus. In sound depth thou profess. Have you commenced? Be divine in show yet. Level at the end of every art. Sweet analytics, 'tis thou hath ravished me. To dispute well is logic's greatest end. Affords this art no greater miracle. Then read no more. Faustus, thou hast attained that end. A greater subject than Faustus' wit. Bid economy farewell, and Galen comes in. Where the philosopher leaves off, the physician begins. Be a physician and be eternized from some wondrous cure. The end of physic is our body's health. Why, Faustus, hast thou not attained that end? Couldst thou make man to live eternally, then this profession were to be esteemed. Physic, farewell. Where is Justinian? Would a thing be bequeathed to 2 heirs? One receives the thing itself, the other its value in money. Why, a pretty case of paltry legacies. Such is the subject of the institute, the very universal body of the law. Such a subject fit a mercenary drudge who aims at nothing but external trash. When all is done, divinity is best. The reward of sin is death. That's hard. When we say we have no sin, then we deceive ourselves that there's no truth in us. Why then, like, we must sin, and so consequently die. Aye, we must die in everlasting death. What doctrine call you this? Divinity adieu. These metaphysics of magicians and necromanticals are heaven. Oh, what a world of profit and delight is awarded to the studious artisan. Emperors and kings are but obeyed in their several provinces, nor can they raise the wind or rend the clouds. But he whose dominion exceeds in this, stretches as far as doth the mind of man. Some magician is a mighty god. Father, commend me to my dearest friends, the German Faustus and Cornelius.
I will, sir.
Their conference will be a greater help to me than all my labors. Glad I'm here so fast.
Faustus! Lay that damned book aside and gaze not upon it, lest it tempt thy soul and heap God's heavy wrath upon thy head. Read the scriptures, that is blasphemy. Go forward, Faustus, in that famous art wherein all nature's treasure is contained. Be on earth as Jove is in the sky, lord and commander of these elements.
How am I glutted with the conceit of this? Should I make spirits fetch me when I please? Resolve me all of my ambiguities for one desperate enterprise I will. I'll have them fly to India in search for gold, and search the new-found world for fresh fruits and princely delicates. I'll have them read me strange philosophy. I'll have them fill the public schools with silk, wherewith all the scholars shall be bravely clad. I'll have you soldiers with the coin they bring, and reign sole king. Yea, stranger engines for the brunt of war, I'll have my servile spirits to invent. Come, German Faustus and Cornelius, and bless me with your sage conference. Know that your words have won me, yes, but not your words only, but mine own fantasy. For my mind but ruminates on necromantic skill. Philosophy is odious and obscure. Physic and law are both for petty wit, and divinity, basest of the three. 'Tis magic that hath ravished me. Then come, gentle friends, and aid me in this attempt, and I, who have grappled with the pastors of the German church, will be as cunning as Agrippa was.
Faustus, those books by wit and our experience shall make all nations to canonize us. Just as Indian Moors follow their Spanish lords, so shall the spirit of every element be serviceable to us three. Like lions shall they guard us as we please, like Almain rudders with their horsemen's staves, or Latin giants trotting alongside us. Perhaps like women, or unwed maids who hold more beauty in their airy brows than the white breasts of the Queen of Love. From Venice shall they drag huge argosies, or from America the golden fleece that traps old Philip's treasury. Faustus, if learned, thou shalt be resolute.
Faustus, as resolute am I in this as thou art to live. Therefore object it not.
The miracles that magic doth perform will make thee vow to study nothing else. He that is rounded in astrology and rich by tongues and well seen in minerals hath all the knowledge that magic doth acquire. Doubt not, Faustus, of be renowned. The spirits have told me that they can dry up the sea and fetch all treasures from all foreign wrecks. Aye, all the wealth that our forefathers have hid in the messy entrails of the earth. Therefore, Faustus, what shall we three want?
Oh, nothing, Cornelius. Oh, this cheers my soul. Now, come and show me some demonstrations magical, that I may conjure up in some lusty grove, that I may hold these joys in my full possession.
Then get thee to a solitary grove, and look for wise Bacon and Albertus's works, the Hebrew Psalter, and the New Testament, and whatever so else shall be requisite ere our conference cease.
Bowed heads. First let him learn the language of art, and then all other ceremonies thereafter. Faustus may try to practice his cunning on his own.
First I'll instruct thee in the rudiments, then thou shalt be more perfecter than I.
Then come and dine with me, and after meat, we'll canvass every pitty thereof. For ere I'll sleep, I'll try what I can do. Tonight, I'll conjure! Though I'll die, therefore.
How shall we know? See, here comes his servant.
How now, madam, where is thy master?
God in heaven knows.
Why dost not thou know?
Yes, I know, but that follows not.
Go to, madam, leave your jesting and tell us where he is.
That follows unnecessary by course of argument that you, being licentiates, should stand upon, therefore acknowledge your error, and be attentive.
Why didn't thou tell us thou knewest?
Hast thou any witness unto it?
Yes, madam, I heard you.
Ask my fellow if I be a thief.
Well, you will not tell us.
Yes, I will tell you, yet if you were not such dunces, you would not have asked me such a question. For is it not corpus natural, and is that not mobile? Wherefore should you ask me such a question? But that I am by nature phlegmatic, slow to wrath, and prone to lechery. To love, I would say. It were not for you to come within 40 foot of the place of execution, though I do not doubt to see the two of you hanged in the next sessions. Thus, having triumphed over you, I will set my countenance like a precision and begin to speak thus. Truly, my dear brethren, my master is within a dinner with Faustus and Cornelius, as this wine, if it could speak, would inform your worships. Therefore, the Lord bless you, preserve you, and keep you, my dear brethren, my dear brethren!
Nay, then, I fear he has fallen to that damned art for which they two are famous through the world.
Were he a stranger, not allied to us, yet should I grieve for him. Yet come, let us go and inform the rector and see if by his brave counsel can reclaim him.
Oh, but I fear me nothing can reclaim him.
Yet let us try what we can do.
Now, with the gloomy shadow of the earth longing to view Orion's drizzling looks, leaps from the Antarctic world onto the sky, Faustus, begin thine incantations. The tribe of devils will obey thy hest. See that thou hast prayed and sacrificed to them. Fear not, Faustus. Be resolute. And try the uttermost magic can perform. Orientis principes, Beelzebub infern, Argentes monarcha, Prophetamos vos Jehovah, per Jehovah Gehanim, et consecratum nunc facio, et pregota nostra. If se nunc surgat, de Gatus, Mephistopheles! I charge thee, go and change thy shape. It's lovely to attend on me. Go, and return an old Franciscan friar. That holy shape becomes a devil best. I see this virtue in my heavenly words. Who would not be proficient in this art? How pliant is this Mephistopheles, full of obedience and humility. This is the power of my magic and my spells.
Now, Faustus, what wouldst thou have me do?
I charge thee to wait upon me whilst I live, to do whatever Faustus shall command.
I am a servant to great Lucifer, and may not follow thee without their leave. No more than they command must we perform.
Did not he charge thee to appear to me?
No. I came hither of mine own accord.
did not by conjuring speeches raise me. Speak.
That was the cause, but yet per academics. For when we hear one rack the name of God, abjure the scriptures and his Savior Christ, we fly and hope to get his glorious soul. Nor will we come unless he use such means whereby he is in danger to be damned. Therefore, the shortest cut to conjuring is stoutly to abjure the Trinity and pray devoutly to the Prince of Hell.
So Faustus hath done already, and holds this principle. There is no chief but Beelzebub, to whom Faustus doth dedicate himself. The word damnation terrifies not him. Tell me, what is that Lucifer thy Lord?
Archregent and commander of all spirits.
Was not that Lucifer an angel once?
Yes, and most dearly loved of God.
How comes it then that he's the prince of devils?
Oh, by aspiring pride and insolence, for which God threw him from the face of heaven.
What are you that live with Lucifer?
Unhappy spirits that fell with Lucifer, conspired against our God with Lucifer, and are forever damned with Lucifer.
Where are you damned?
In hell.
How comes it then that thou art out of hell?
Why, this is hell, nor am I out of it! Thinkest thou that I, who saw the face of God, and tasted the eternal joys of heaven, am not tormented with 10,000 hells, in being deprived of everlasting bliss? Faustus, leave these frivolous demands, which strike a terror to my fainting soul.
What? Is great Mephistopheles so passionate for being deprived of the joys of heaven? Learn this of Faustus' manly fortitude, and scorn these joys thou never shalt possess. Seeing that Faustus hath incurred eternal death, bid these tidings to great Lucifer. Say unto him that he sacrifices his soul, so that he spare him 24 years, having thee ever to attend on me, always be obedient to my will. Go, return to my Lucifer, and meet me in my study at midnight.
Faustus, I will.
Had I as many souls as there be stars, I'd give them all for Mephistopheles. By him will I be sole emperor of the world. I'll join the hills that bind the upper shore, and make the country continent this Spain, both of which will be contributory to my crown. Now that I have obtained what I desire, I'll wait on the speculation of this art, till Mephistopheles return again.
Sirrah? Boy, come hither.
How, boy? Swounds, boy. I don't think I've seen many boys with such pigments as I have. Boy, quotha.
Hast thou any comings in?
Aye, and goings out too. You may see else.
Alas, the poor slave, see how poverty jesteth in his nakedness. He is bare and out of service and so hungry, I know he would give his soul to the devil for a shoulder of mutton though it were blood raw.
Oh, my soul to the devil for a shoulder of mutton, though 'twere blood raw. Not so, good friend. By Our Lady, I had need have it well roasted, and good sauce to it, if I pay so dear.
Well, wilt thou serve me, and I'll make thee go like Queen me to Scipulus.
How, in verse?
No, in silks and staves acre.
How, Knave's acre? Aye, I thought that was all the land her father left her. Do you hear? I would be sorry to rob you of your living.
Sirrah, I say in Staves acre.
Oh, Staves acre. Why then, belike, if I were your man, I should be full of vermin.
So thou shalt, whether thou be with me or not, but leave your jesting and bind thyself unto me presently for the next 7 years, or I'll take all the lice about thee and turn them into familiars, and they shall tear thee to pieces.
Do you hear, madam? You may save that labor. They are too familiar with me already. Swans, they are as bold with my flesh as if they had paid for their meat and drink.
Well, do you hear, Sirrah? Hold, take these guilders.
Gridirons, what be they?
Why, French crowns?
Mass! But for the name of French crowns, a man were as good have as many English counters. What should I do with these?
Thou art on an hour's warning, whensoever or wheresoever the devil shall fetch thee.
No, here, take your gridirons again.
Truly, I'll none of them.
Truly, but you shall.
Bear witness, I give them here.
Bear witness, I give them you again.
Fine! Then I will call 2 demons presently to fetch thee away, Baliol and Belcher!
Let your Baliol and Belcher come here, and I'll knock. They were never so knocked since they were devils. Say I should kill one of them. What would you say? Do ye see yonder tall fellow in the round slop? He has killed the devil. So I should be called Kill Devil all the parish over.
Thank you.
What? Are they gone? A vengeance on them. They have vile long nails. There was a he-devil and a she-devil. I'll tell you how you shall know them. All he-devils has horns, and all she-devils has cliffs and cloven feet.
Well, Sirrah, follow me.
But do you hear? If I should serve you, would you teach me to raise up Banios and Belchios?
I will teach thee to turn thyself into anything. To a dog, a cat, a mouse, a rat, or anything.
How? A Christian fellow to a dog or a cat? A mouse or a rat? No, madam. If you turn me into anything, let it be in the likeness of a little pretty frisking flea, that I may be here and there and everywhere. Oh, I'll tickle the pretty wench's plackets. I'll be amongst them in faith.
Well, Sirrah, come.
But do you hear, Wagner?
How? Baliol and Belcher!
Oh, Lord! Let Daniel and Belcher go to sleep.
Villain, thou shalt call me Master Wagner, and you will have your left eye diametrically fixed upon my right heel, with quasi-vestigious nostrils and sister egg.
God forgive me. She speaks Dutch.
That's succession. Now, Faustus, must thou needs be damned? Canst thou not be saved? What boots it then to give God or heaven? Despair in God. Trust in Beelzebub. Now, go Go not backwards, Faustus. Must be resolute. Why wavers now? Oh! Something sounded in mine ears! Abjure this magic! Turn to God again. I. Faustus will turn to God again. To God, who loves thee not. God, thy service is thine own appetite, wherein is fixed the love of Beelzebub. To him I'll build an altar and a church, and offer up the lukewarm blood of newborn babes.
Leave that execrable art.
Contrition, prayer, repentance, what of them?
Your means to bring thee unto heaven.
Rather illusions. Bits of lunacy that make men foolish, that can trust them most.
Faustus, think of heaven and heavenly things.
No, Faustus. Think of honor and of wealth.
Of wealth! Why, the seniority of the embedded shall be mine. When Mephistopheles shall stand by my side, what God can earth be, Faustus? Thou art safe. Cast no more doubts. Come, Mephistopheles, and bring glad tidings from great Lucifer. What, is it not midnight? Come, Mephistopheles! Now, what says Lucifer, thy lord?
That I shall wait on Faustus whilst he lives, so he will buy my service with his soul.
Already Faustus hath hazarded that for thee.
But, Faustus, thou must bequeath it solemnly, and write a deed of gift in thine own blood, for that security craves great Lucifer. If thou deny it, I will back to hell.
Nay, stay, sweet Mephistopheles. But tell me, what good will my soul do thy lord?
Enlarge their kingdom.
Is that the reason why he tempts us thus?
Misery loves company.
Why? Have you any pain that tortures others?
As great as have the human souls of men. But tell me, Faustus, shall I have thy soul, and I will be thy slave and wait on thee, and give thee more than thou hast wit to ask?
Aye, Mephistopheles, I give it thee.
Then, Faustus, stab thine arm courageously, and bind thy soul that at some certain day great Lucifer may claim it as their own. And then be thou as great as Lucifer.
Lo, Mephistopheles, for the love of thee I cut mine arm. With my proper blood, do assure my soul to be great Lucifer's.
But Faustus, thou must write it in a manner of a deed of gift.
Aye, so I will. But, Mephistopheles, my blood congeals, I can write no more.
I'll fetch thee fire to dissolve it straight.
What? For the sake of my blood content. Is it unwilling I should write this bill? Why shoots it not, so that I may write afresh? Faustus gives to thee his soul. Oh, there, mistake. Why shouldst thou not? Is not thy soul thine own? Then write again, Faustus gives to thee his soul.
Here's fire. Come, Faustus, set it up.
Ah, now the blood begins to clear again. Now I will make an end immediately.
Oh, what will not I do to obtain his soul?
consummum est. Bill is ended, and Faustus hath bequeathed his soul to Lucifer.
I'll fetch him somewhat, to delight his mind.
Speak, Mephistopheles. What means this show?
Nothing, Faustus, but to delight thy mind withal, and shew thee what magic can perform.
But may I raise up spirits, my
Yes, Faustus, and do greater things than these.
Aye. Then there's enough for 1,000 souls. Here, Mephistopheles, receive this scroll, yet conditionally that thou will perform all articles prescribed between us both.
Faustus, I swear by hell and Lucifer, to effect all promises between us made.
Then hear me and read them. On these conditions following. First, that Faustus may be but a spirit in form and substance. Secondly, that Mephistopheles shall be his servant and at his command. Thirdly, that Mephistopheles shall do for him and bring him whatsoever he please. Fourthly, that in his chamber and house he shall be invisible. Lastly, that Mephistopheles shall appear before the said John Faustus in whatsoever form or shape he please. I, John Faustus, Master Doctor by these promises, do give both body and soul to Lucifer, Prince of the East, and his minister Mephistopheles, that after 24 years being expired, the article above written in violet, full power to fetch or carry away the said John Faustus, body and soul, flesh and blood, or goods, into the habitation whatsoever. By me, John Faustus.
Speak, Faustus, do you deliver this as your deed?
Aye. Take it, and the devil give thee good on it.
Now, Faustus, ask what thou wilt.
First, I will question thee about hell. Tell me, where is the place that men call hell?
Under the heavens,
Aye, but whereabout?
within the bowels of these elements, where we are tortured and remain forever. Hell hath no limits, nor is circumscribed in one self-place. For where we are is hell. And where hell is, there must we ever be. And to conclude, when all the world dissolves, and all creatures shall be purified, all places shall be hell, that are not heaven.
Come, I think hell's a fable.
I think so still, till experience change thy mind.
Thinkest thou then that Faustus shall be damned?
Aye, of necessity. For here's the scroll wherein thou hast given thy soul to Lucifer.
Aye, and body too, but what of that? Thinkest thou that Faustus is so fond to imagine that after this life there is any pain?
But, Faustus, I am an instance to prove the contrary. For I am damned, and am now in hell.
Hell! Now in hell? Nay, this be hell, I'll be willingly damned here. What? Walking, breathing, disputing? But leaving off of this, let me have a wife. For I am wanton and lascivious, and cannot live without a wife.
How? A wife? Prithee, Faustus, talk not of a wife.
Nay, sweet Mephistopheles, fetch me one, for I will have it.
Thou wilt have one? Sit here till I come. I'll fetch thee a wife in the devil's name.
It's hideous! Oh! Oh! Mephistopheles! Get away!
Tell me, Faustus, how dost thou like that wife?
A plague on her for a hind-born!
Tut, Faustus. Marriage is but a ceremonial toy. If thou lovest me, think no more of it. I'll cull thee out the fairest courtesans, and bring them every morning to thy bed. She whom thine eye shall like, thy heart shall have, be she as chaste as was Penelope, as wise as Saba, or as beautiful as was bright Lucifer before his fall. Hold, take this book, peruse it thoroughly. The iterating of these lines brings gold. The framing of this circle on the ground brings whirlwinds, tempests, thunder, and lightning. Pronounce this thrice devoutly to thyself, and men in armor shall appear before thee, ready to execute what thou desirest.
Thanks, Mephistopheles, but fain would I have a book wherein I might behold all spells and incantations, where I may raise up spirits when I please.
Here they are, in this book.
Now, would I have a book wherein I might behold all planets of the heavens, that I might know their motions and their dispositions?
Here they are, too.
Now, let me have one book more than I have done, wherein I might behold all trees, plants, and herbs of this earth.
Here they be.
Oh, thou art deceived.
Tut, I warn thee.
When I look to heaven, then I'll repent, and curse thee, wicked Mephistopheles, for depriving me of these joys.
Why, Faustus, thinkest thou heaven is such a glorious thing? I tell thee, 'tis not half as fair as thou, or any man that breathes on earth.
How provest thou that?
'Twas made for man, therefore is man more excellent.
If it were made for man, 'twere made for me. I renounce this magic and repent.
Faustus! Repent! Yet God will pity thee. Thou art a spirit. God cannot pity thee.
Who buzzeth in mine ears? I am a spirit. The I am devil. God will pity me. God will pity me if I repent.
Aye, but Faustus shall never repent.
My heart's so hardened. I cannot repent. Scarce can I name salvation, faith, heaven. Oh, but fearful echoes thunder in mine ears. Faustus, thou art damned! Had not I, who made blind Homer sing to me of Alexander's love and Euenion's death, and have not he that built the walls of Thebes, with the ravishing sound of his melodious harp, made music with my Mephistopheles? Why should I die then? Basely despair. I am resolved. Faustus shall never repent. Come, Mephistopheles, let's dispute once more. Now, tell me, are there many globes above the moon? Are all heavenly bodies but one sphere, as is the subject of this century earth?
As are the elements, such are the spheres, mutually folded in each other's orb, and Faustus, all jointly move upon one axle tree, whose terminating is termed the world's wide pole. Nor are the names of Saturn, Mars, or Jupiter famed, but are erring stars.
Tush! These are slender trifles Wagner can decide. What, had Mephistopheles no greater skill? These are freshmen's suppositions, but tell me, have they all their own dominion, their own intelligentsia?
Aye.
Well, resolve me in this question. Why have we not conjunctions, aspects, eclipses all at once, but in some years more, some less?
Through unequal motion with respect to the whole thing.
Well, I am answering. Tell me who made the world.
I will not.
Nay, sweet Mephistopheles, tell me.
Move me not, for I will not tell thee.
Then have I not bound you to tell me anything?
Aye, that is not against our kingdom, but this is. Think thou on hell, Faustus, for thou art damned.
Think thou, Faustus, upon God who made the world.
Remember this.
Aye, go accursed spirit back to ugly hell. Tis thou, damn Faustus' soul. Is it not too late?
Too late. Never too late. If Faustus can repent, if thou repent, devil shall tear thy skin into pieces. Repent, and thee shall never raise thy skin.
Christ, my Savior, seek to save distressed Faustus' soul.
Christ did not save thy soul, for he is just. There is none that I am interested to save.
Lord God, the truth looks so terrible.
I am Lucifer, and this is my companion to hell.
Faustus, they have come to fetch away thy soul.
We come to tell thee thou dost injure us. Thou talkest of Christ, contrary to thy promise. Thou shouldst not think of God. Think only of the devil and of his damned too.
No, normal henceforth. Faustus vows never to pray to God, never to look to heaven, never, never.
Do so. We will highly gratify thee. Now, Faustus, we are come from hell to shew thee some pastime. Sit down, and thou shalt see all the 7 deadly sins appear in their proper shapes.
That sight will be as pleasing unto me as paradise was to Adam, the first of its creation.
Talk not of paradise nor creation, but mark this show. Talk only of the devil and nothing else. Come away! Now, Faustus, examine each of them of their several names and dispositions.
What of the first?
I am proud. I disdain to have any parents. I like to Ovid's plea. I can creep into every corner of a wench. Sometimes, like a periwig, I sit upon her brow, or like a fan of feathers, I kiss her lips. Indeed, I do. What do I not? But fie, what a scent is here! I'll speak not another word, except the ground were perfumed, and covered with a cloth of arrows.
What art thou the second?
I am covetousness, born of an old curl in an old leathern bag. And if I had my wish, it would be to desire everyone in this house to be torn to gold, and I would lock you in my good chest, oh, my sweet, sweet gold.
What art thou the third?
I am Ra!
I had neither father nor mother. I leapt out of a lion's mouth when I was scarce half an hour old, and e'er since hath run up and down the world with this case of rapiers, wounding myself, having no one else to fight. I was born in hell, and thou shalt see to it. For some of you may be my fault.
What art thou the fourth?
I am envy, begotten of a chimney sweeper and an oyster wife. I cannot read, and therefore wish all books were burnt. I am lean with seeing others eat. Oh, how I wish a plague would come over all the world, that all should die, and that I live alone. Then thou shalt see how that
gluttony. My parents are all dead, and the devil a penny they have left me but their pension. And that is 30 meals a day and 10 feathers, a small trifle to suffice nature. Oh, I come from a royal parentage. My grandfather was a gammon of bacon. My grandmother a hogshead of claret wine. My godfathers were these Peter pickle herring and Martin Martinmas beef. And oh, but my godmother. She was a jolly gentlewoman, and well beloved in every town and city. And her name was Mistress Marjorie Marchbeard. Now, Faustus, thou hast heard all my progeny. Wilt thou bid me to supper?
No, I'll see thee hanged. Thou wilt eat up all my victuals.
Then the devil choke thee.
Ah, choke thyself, glutton. What about the 6?
Huh? Oh, I am small. I was begotten on a sunny bank where I have lain ever since. And you have done me great injury bringing me from thence. I'll be carried thither again by gluttony and lechery, and I'll speak not another word for a king's ransom.
And what are you, Mistress Meek, the 7th and the last?
Who I, good sir? I am the one that loves an inch of mutton more than an ell of fried stockfish. My name begins with L.
Away to hell, to hell!
Now, Faustus, how dost thou like it?
Oh, this feeds my soul.
But, Faustus, in hell is all manner of delight.
That I might see hell and return again.
Thou shalt. I'll send for thee at midnight. In the meantime, take this book. Peruse it thoroughly, and thou shalt turn thyself into whatever shape thou wilt.
Thanks, mighty whisper. This will I keep as carry in my life.
Farewell, Faustus, and think on the devil.
Farewell, great whisper. Come, Sophocles.
Learned Faustus to know the secret graven in the book of Jove's high firmament. Did set to Mount Olympus' top. Seated in a chariot burning bright, pulled by the strength of Yogi Dragon's neck. He's now gone through cosmography and, as I guess, will first arrive in Rome to see the Pope and manner of his court and take some part in Holy Peter's feast, which to this day is highly solemnized.
Now, my sweet Mephistopheles, having passed through the stately town of Trier, then up to Naples and rich Campania, then up to Venice and Padua and the rest, but tell me, what resting place is this? Hast thou done as Earthside did command, and conducted me within the walls of Rome?
Faustus I have. And because we will not be unprovided, I have taken up His Holiness's privy chamber for our use.
I hope His Holiness bids us welcome.
Tut, 'tis no matter now. We'll soon be bold with his good cheer. And now, my Faustus, that thou mayst perceive what Rome containeth to delight with, know that this city stands upon 7 hills that underprop the groundwork of the same. Just through the midst runs flowing Tiber's stream, with winding banks that cut it in 2 parts, over which 4 stately bridges lead, which make safe passage to each part of Rome. Upon the bridge, called Pont Angelo, erected is a castle passing strong, within whose walls such stores of ordnance are, and double cannons framed of carved brass, as match the days within 1 complete year. Besides the gates and high pyramids, which Julius Caesar brought from Africa.
Now, by the kingdoms of our infernal rule, I do long to see the monuments and bright, splendid situation of Rome. Therefore, Mephistopheles, come, let's away.
Nay, Faustus, stay. I know you'd fain see the Pope, and take some part in Holy Peter's feast, where thou shalt see a troop of bald-paid friars, whose summum bonum is in belly cheer.
Now, I'm content to compass us some sport, and by their folly make us merriment. Then charm me, Mephistopheles, and make me invisible to do what I please whilst I stay in Rome.
So, Faustus, now do what thou wilt. Thou shalt not be discerned.
My Duke of Vanholt, will it please you draw near?
The devil choke you and you spare!
Now, who's that mistake? Fires, look about.
Here's nothing, if it please your holiness.
My lord, here is a dainty dish that was brought me from the Bishop of Milan.
I thank you, sir!
Now, who's that much stench from
Here is a dish was sent me from the Cardinal of Florence.
Oh, you say you don't have it!
My lord, I'll drink to your grace.
I will pledge your grace! Oh, let me have it!
It must be a ghost, newly crept from purgatory, wishing to ask a pardon of your holiness.
It may be so. Once again, my lord, fall to.
What? Are you crossing yourself? Well, use that trick no more, I would advise you. Ah, there it is, the second time. Away the third. Ah, be gone! So, Mephistopheles, what shall we do?
Nay, no doubt. We shall be cursed with bell, book, and candle.
Bell, book, and candle. Candle, book, and bell, forward and backwards to damn Faustus to hell.
When Faustus had the pleasure taken view of rarest things in royal courts of kings, he stayed his course and returned home, where such as bear his absence but with grief. I mean his friends and dearest companions did gradually to safety with kind words, and in the conference of what befell, touching his journey through the world and air, they put forth questions of astronomy, which he answered with such learned wit as they admired and wondered at him. Now is his fame known throughout the world. Amongst the rest, the emperor is one Carolus V, at whose palace now Faustus is feasted amongst his gentlemen. What he did there, in trial of your art, I leave untold. Your eyes shall see it performed.
Oh, this is admirable. Here I have stolen one of Dr. Faustus's conjuring books, and in faith, I mean to search some circles for my own use. Now will I make all the maidens in our parish dance at my pleasure, stark naked before me, and so by that means I shall see more than e'er I felt or saw yet.
Baby, come away! There's a gentleman who tarries to have his horse, and you have it sprouted made clean. He keeps such a chaining about with my mistress, and she has sent me to look you out. Baby, come away!
Keep out, or else you are blown up. You are dismembered, Ralph. Keep out, for I am about a roaring piece of work.
Robin, what dost thou with that same book? Thou canst not read.
Yes, my master and mistress shall find that I can. He for his forehead, she for her private study. She's born to bear with me, or else my art fails.
Why, Robin, what book is thus?
What book? Why, the most intolerable book for conjuring that e'er was invented by any brimstone devil.
Canst thou conjure with it?
I can do all these things easily. First, I can make thee drunk with ipecac at any tavern in Europe for nothing. That's one of my conjuring works.
Oh, Master Parson says that's nothing.
True, Ralph, and more, Ralph. If thou hast any mind to man spit our kitchen, then turn her and wind her to thy own use, as often as thou wilt, and at midnight.
Brave Robin, I shall have none spit, and to mine own use. On that condition, I'll feed thy dumb with horse fed as long as he lives. Of free cost.
No more, sweet Ralph. Let's go and make clean our boots, which lie foul upon our hands, and then to our conjuring in the devil's name.
Ah, Satan.
Come, Ralph. Did not I tell thee we were forever made by this Dr. Faustus's conjuring book? Ecce signum. Here's a simple purchase for horse keepers. Our horses shall eat no hay as long as this lasts.
Oh no, but here comes das Winter.
Hush, I'll tell him supernaturally. You drawer, I hope all is paid. God be with you. Come, Ralph.
Soft sir, a word with you. I must yet have a goblet paid for ere you go.
A goblet? Ralph, a goblet? I scorn you. You are but a knave, a cur, a dog, a scoundrel. A goblet, search me.
I mean so, sir, with your favor.
How say you now?
I say somewhat to your fellow, you, sir.
Oh, yeah. Now, sir, thou shouldst be ashamed to burden honest men with a matter of truth.
Well, what have you at this goblet about you?
You lie, drawer, 'tis afore me. Sirrah, you, I'll teach you and teach honest men. Stand by, I'll scour you for a goblet. Stand aside, you at best. I charge you in the name of Beelzebub. Look to the goblet, Ralph.
What mean you, sirrah?
I'll tell you what I mean. Nay, I'll tickle you, vintner. Look to the goblet, Ralph.
Oh, nobody told me. What meanest thou, Robin? Thou hast no goblet about you.
Pickatom, here's thy goblet within now.
Miser Cornea Chronobus, what shall I do? Good devil, forgive me now, and I'll never rob thy library more.
Monarch of hell, under whose black survey, great potentates do kneel with awful fear, upon whose altars thousand souls do lie. How am I vexed with these villains' charms? From Constantinople am I hither, come only for the pleasure of these damned slaves.
Oh, from Constantinople. You have had a great journey. Will you take 6 pence in your purse to pay for your supper and be gone?
Well, villains, for your presumption, I transform thee into an ape, and thee into a dog, and so be gone!
Oh, to an ape. That's brave. I'll have fine sport with the boys. I'll get nuts and apples and now.
I shall be the dog.
My head will never be out of the pottage pot.
Master Dr. Faustus, I had heard strange report of thy knowledge in the dark art, how none in mine empire can compare with thee in the effects of magic, that thou hast a familiar spirit by which thou can do whatever thou likest. Therefore, this is my wish, that thou givest me evidence, for that my eyes may be witnesses to that which my ears doth hear reported. And here I swear to thee, upon the honor of mine imperial crown, that whatever thou dost, thou shalt be in no way prejudiced against.
He looks much like a conjurer.
My gracious sovereign, though I must confess myself to be far inferior to the report that men may bring, but through that love and duty that binds me thereunto, I am ready to perform whatever your highness shall command.
And Master Doctor, mark what I shall say. As I was sometimes solitarily set in my closet, such sundry thoughts arose about the honor of mine ancestors, how they had by prowess won such exploits, got such riches, subdued so many kingdoms, that we that do succeed them, and those that shall hereafter possess our throne, I fear never live up to the high renown and great authority of such kings as Alexander the Great, chief spectacle of the world's preeminence. So when I hear but motion made of him, it grieves my soul that I ne'er saw him. Therefore, if thou canst by the cunning of thy art raise this man from the hollow vaults below where this conqueror lies into, why, that should satisfy my just desire, and give me cause to praise you while I live.
My gracious Lord, I am ready to accomplish your request. So far forth by art and power of my spirit I am able to perform.
In faith, that's just nothing at all.
But, if you like your grace, I am unable to bring forth those true, substantial bodies of those two deceased princes, which have long since consumed to dust.
Aye, Master Doctor, now there is a sign of grace in you when you will confess the truth.
But, as such spirits as can lively resemble both Alexander and his paramour shall appear before your grace in the manner in which they both lived in the most flourishing state, which I doubt not shall sufficiently fulfill your imperial majesty.
Go to, Master Doctor. Let me see them presently.
Do you hear, Master Doctor? You bring Alexander and his paramour before the Emperor.
How, then, sir?
In faith, that's as true as Diana turned me into a stag.
Noble when Actaeon died, he left the horns free. Mephistopheles, be gone.
Nay, nay, you go to conjuring, I'll be gone.
I'll meet you anon for interrupting me so! Ah, here they be, my gracious Lord.
Good. Master Faustus. I heard that this lady, when she lived, had either a wart or mole on her neck. How shall I know if it be so or no?
Your Highness may boldly go and see.
These are no spirits, but true substantial bodies of two deceased princes.
Now, if it please your grace to send for that Sir Knight that was so pleasant with me here of late.
Hey, one of you, call him forth. Sir, knight, I thought thou hast been a bachelor, but now I see thou hast a wife that not only gives thee horns, but makes thee wear them. Look, feel on my head.
Thou damned wretch, an execrable dog, grinning the concave of some monstrous rock! How darest thou thus abuse a gentleman? Villain, I say, undo what thou hast done!
Not so fast, sir. There's no haste. Look at sir, I remembered how you crossed me in my conference with the Emperor. I think I have met with you for it.
Master Doctor, at my entreaty, release him. He hath done penance sufficient.
My gracious Lord, not so much for the offense of this most injurious knight has offered me in your presence, but to let you with some mirth. Hath Faustus worthily requited this night, and in all I desire, I am content to release him of his horns. But good Sir Knight, henceforth speak well of scholars. Now stop these transforming straight. Now, my gracious Lord, having done my duty, I humbly take my leave.
Farewell, Master Doctor. Yes, here you go. Expect from me a bounteous support.
Now, my sweet Mephistopheles, the restless course that time doth run, with calm and silent foot, shortening my days and bread of vital life, calls for the payment of my latest years. Therefore, come, let us make haste to Burtonburg.
What, will you go on horseback or on foot?
Nay, till I pass this fair and pleasant green, I'll go on foot.
I have all this day been seeking one Dr. Fustian. Oh, Master, see where he is. God save you, Master Doctor.
What? Bittner, you are well met.
Oh, do you hear, sir? I bring you $40 for your horse.
I cannot sell him so. If thou likest him for 50, even have him.
Alas, I have none more about me. I pray you, speak on my behalf.
I pray you, let him have him. He is an honest fellow, and he has a great charge, neither wife nor child.
Then come, and give me your money. My boy will deliver him to you straight. But let me tell you one thing before you have him. Ride him not into the water.
Why, will he not drink of all waters?
Nay, he will drink of all waters, ride him not into the water. Ride him over any hedge, ditch, or wherever thou wilt, but not into the water.
Well, sir. Oh. Now, my man made forever, I'll not leave my horse for 40, but he have the quality of hey-ding-ding, hey-ding-ding. I can make an honest living on him. He is a buck as slick as an eel. Well, God be with you, sir. Your boy will deliver to me, but I pray you, if my horse be sick or ill at ease, if I bring his water to you, you'll tell me what it is?
Away, you villain! What? Dost thou think I am a horse doctor? What art thou, Faustus? But a man condemned to die. If I in time have trod a fatal end, spirit has driven distrust into my thoughts. Confound these passions with quiet sleep, and rest, Faustus, quiet and conceit.
Alas, alas, Dr. Fustian, quotha! Mass, Dr. Lupus was never such a doctor. He's given me a purgation, has purged me of $40. I shall never see them again. But yet, like an ass, as I was, for I would not be ruled by him, for he bade me to ride the horse into no water. And I, thinking the horse had some rare quality he would not have me know of, I, like a venturous youth, rid the horse into the deep pond at the town's end. And no sooner was I in the middle of the pond than my horse vanished beneath me and I sat upon a bottle of hay. I was so near drowning in my life. But I'll have my $40 back, or I'll make it the dearest horse. Oh, yonder is his snipper-snapper. Hey, do you hear? Where's your master?
Why, sir, what would you? You cannot speak with him.
Oh, but I will speak with him.
Why, sir, he's fast asleep. Come some other time.
I will speak with him, or I'll break his glass windows about his ears.
I tell you, he has not slept this 8 nights.
And ye have not slept this 8 weeks. I will speak with him.
See where he is, fast asleep.
Yes, now I see. Master Doctor, Master Doctor, Master Doctor! $40! $40 for a bottle of hay!
Thou seest he hears thee not.
So ho ho! So ho ho! No, will you not wake? You'll wake ere I go. Alas, I am undone. Oh, my leg! Let us stop, please. Oh, no,
Come, villain, to the council.
no, if you release me, I'll give you $40 more.
Where be they?
I'm not on me, it's at my nostril.
Be gone, quickly!
What? Is he gone? Faustus has his legs again, and the vintner, I take it, a bottle of hay for his labors. Well, this shrink will cost him $40 more. What? Vanya, what's the news with you?
Sir, the Duke of Vanwald doth earnestly entreat your company.
The Duke of Vanwald! A most honorable gentleman, to whom my cunning must be no lack. Therefore, come, Mother Softly, let's await him.
Master Doctor, this merriment you have shown us much pleases me.
I am glad it contents you so well, my lord. Now, madam, I've heard reports that great-bellied women do long for some dainties or others. So, tell me, madam, what is it? Tell me, and thou shalt have it.
Thanks, my good Lord Master Doctor. And, seeing your courteous attempt to pleasure me, I shall not hide from you the thing my heart desireth most. If it were now summer, as it is now winter and the dead time of January, I should desire no better meat than a dish of ripe grapes.
Alas, madam, that's nothing. Oh, let me stop and be gone. If it were a greater thing that thou shouldst desire, thou shalt have it. Ah, here they be, my gracious lord. Wilt you please taste on them?
Master Doctor, this piques my curiosity more than the rest, and it being in January, in the dead time of winter, how did you come by these grapes?
If it please your grace, the world is divided into two circles, where it is winter here with us, in the contrary circle, it is summer with them, as it is in England. And by the power of such a spirit that I have, I brought them hence, as you see. I'll be there, madam. Do you like them? Be they good?
My good Lord Master Doctor, these are the best grapes ere I tasted in my life.
I'm glad they content you so, madam.
Madam, let us inside where you must reward this learned man for the great kindness he hath shown to you.
I will, my lord. And my good Lord Master Doctor, hold me forever in thy courtesy.
I humbly thank your grace.
Master Doctor, let us inside where you must receive your reward.
I think my master means to die soon, for he hath given me all of his possessions. And yet,
Methinks if he were near death, he would not carouse and swill and banquet amongst the students as even now he does, who are at supper with such belly chill as Wagner had ne'er beheld in all her life. See where they come? The light, the feast is ended.
The feast is just begun.
Master Doctor, after our conversation about fair ladies, which was the beautifulest in all of the world, we, amongst ourselves, have decided that Helen of Greece was the admirablest lady that ever lived. And so, Master Doctor, if you would do us this favor and let us see that peerless Dame of Greece, for which she is known through the world, we would be much beholding unto you.
Gentlemen! For that I know that your friendship is unfeigned, and is against the custom of Faustus to deny the requests of those that wish him well, you shall behold that peerless Dame of Greece. No more pomp and majesty than when Sir Paris crossed the sea from her. Be quiet then, for there is danger in the words.
Too simple is my wit to tell her praise, whom all the world admires her beauty. No marvel, though the Greeks did pursue her with 10 years' war, whose heavenly beauty passeth all compare.
Now that we have seen the pride of nature's works, the paragon of excellence, let us depart, and for this great favor and kindness that Faustus have shared with us, happy and blessed be Faustus evermore.
Gentlemen! Farewell. Say my wish to thee.
Ah, Dr. Faustus, that I might prevail to guide thy steps unto the way of life, by which sweet path thou mayest attain the goal that shall conduct thee to celestial rest. Break heart, drop blood, and mingle it with tears. Tears falling from repentant heaviness of that most vile and loathsome filthiness, the stench whereof corrupts the inward soul with such flagitious crimes of heinous sin as no commiseration may expel. But mercy, Faustus, of thy Savior sweet, whose blood alone must wash away thy guilt.
Wherefore art thou, Faustus? Wretch! What hast thou done? Damned art thou, Faustus. Damned! Despair and die. Hell calls for right! And with a roaring voice says, Faustus! Come. Thine hour is almost come. Faustus will come to do thee right.
Ah, stay, good Faustus, stay thy desperate steps. I see an angel hovers o'er thy head, and with a vial full of precious grace, offers to pour the same into thy soul, and call for mercy, and avoid despair.
My sweet, gentle friend, I do hear thy words to comfort my distressed soul. Leave me a while to ponder on my sin.
I go, sweet Faustus, but with heavy cheer, fearing the ruin of thy hopeless soul.
Where is mercy now? I do repent! Yet I do despair. Hell strives with grace for conquest within my breast. What shall I do to shun the snares of death?
Thou traitor, Faustus! I arrest thy soul for disobedience to my sovereign lord. Revolt, or I'll in piecemeal tear thy flesh!
Sweet brother Faustus, entreat thy lord to pardon my unjust presumption. Go, and torment that crooked and base age that durst dissuade me from our Lucifer, but the greatest torment that our hell affords.
His faith is too great. I cannot touch his soul, but what I may afflict his body, I will attempt, which is but little worth.
Nay, sweet servant, let me crave thee. Let the longing of my heart's desire, that I might have unto my paramour that heavenly Helen that I saw of late, whose sweet embraces may extinguish clean those doubts that do dissuade me from my vow.
Faustus, this, or what else thou shalt desire, shall be performed in the twinkling of an eye.
Is this the face that launched 1,000 ships and burnt the topless towers of Ilium? Come, gentle Helen, make me mortal the kiss. The lips suck forth my soul. See where it flies. All is dross, is not Helen. I'll be perished for the love of you. Thou art fairer than the evening air, clad in the beauty of 1,000 stars. None but thee shall be my paramour.
Accursed Faustus, miserable man, that from thy soul excludes the grace of heaven, and flies to the throne of his tribunal seat. Satan begins to sift me with his pride, as in this furnace God shall try my faith. My faith, vile hell, shall triumph over me. Ambitious fiends, see how the heavens smile at your repulse, and laugh your state to scorn. Hence, hell, for hence I fly unto my God.
Gentlemen,
What ails Faustus?
my sweet chamber fellow, had I lived with thee, I lived still. But now, I die eternally. Look, comes he not?
What means Faustus?
Oh, belike he has fallen into some sickness by being over solitary. If it be so, we have physicians to cure him. Just put a serpent man here, Peter.
A serpent of deadly sin, the terrible body and soul.
Yet, Faustus, look up to heaven. Remember, God's mercies are infinite.
But Faustus' offense can bear every part. The serpent that tempted Eve may be saved, but not Faustus. Gentlemen, hear me a while, but with patience. Though my heart pants and quivers, remember, I have been a student here these 30 years. Oh, that I have never seen Württemberg. And Faustus had lost both Germany and the world. And heaven itself, heaven, the seat of God, the throne of the blessed, the kingdom of joy, must be plagued in hell forever! Ah, hell forever! Hell forever! Ah, gentlemen, what will become of Faustus being in hell forever?
Yet, Faustus, call on God.
On God, whom Faustus hath abjured! On God, whom Faustus hath blasphemed! My God! I would read. The devil draws back my tears. Oh, stays my tongue. I will lift up my arms and. But look, they hold.
Who, Faustus?
Who?
Lucifer and Mephistopheles. Gentlemen, I gave them my soul for my cunning.
God forbid.
God forbade it indeed, but for the vain pleasure of 24 years, hath Faustus lost eternal joy and felicity. I writ them a bill in my own blood. The date is expired.
Why did not Faustus tell us of this sooner, so that the divines might have prayed for thee?
Oft have I thought to have done so, but the devil threatened to tear me in pieces if ever I looked to God, to fetch forth body and soul, if ever I gave ear to divinity. And now it is too late. Gentlemen, away, lest you perish with me.
What shall we do to save Faustus?
Talk not of me! Save yourselves.
No, God will strengthen me. I will stay with Faustus.
Tempt not God, sweet friend. Let us into the next room, so that there we may pray for him.
Pray for me. Yes. Whatsoever noise ye hear, come not unto me, for there's no rest.
Pray thou, and we shall pray that God may have mercy upon thee.
Gentlemen, farewell. If I live till morning, I'll visit you. If not, Faustus is gone to hell.
Faustus, farewell.
Faustus, farewell.
Ah, Faustus, now thou hast but one fair hour to live, and then thou shalt be damned perpetually. Stand still, you ever-moving spheres of heaven, that time may cease and midnight never come. Faustus shall repent and save his soul. The stars move still, time runs, the clock is striking. The devils will come. Faustus, thou shalt be dead. Oh, I'll leave up to God. Who Faustus, like a foggy mist, into the entrails of yon wavering clouds. Then when you vomit into the smoky air, my limbs may be but issued from your smoky mouth. And Faustus' soul be but ascend to heaven. Half the hours pass. Soon all will be past and on. Why wouldst thou not a creature wanting soul? Pythagoras, metempsychosis. If that were true, my soul would leap from unto me, having transformed into some brutish beast. All beasts are happy, for when they die, their souls are but dissolved into the elements. But mine must live to be plagued in hell forever! Curse be the parents that engendered me! No Faustus. Curse thyself. Curse Lucifer. Oh, he strikes! Now, I turn to air lest Lucifer will come fetch me. Soul be transformed into little wanton drops. Fall into the ocean, never to be found. My God! Look not so fierce on me! As serpents, let me breathe a while. Ugly hell, gape not, come not, Lucifer. I'll burn my books. Rather softly.